Hey guys, how's it going? Jason Shyvana, and welcome back to the channel, where today we're featuring Shyvana Pantheon. It's one of the most popular versions of Pantheon at the moment. It runs the Dragon package with Shyvana, of course, Wounded White Flame, of course, but it also runs Screeching Dragon, as well as Dragon Chow, and 3 copies of Dragon Clutch. So this has replaced sort of the Faded package plus the Zenith Blade, and gives a little bit more consistency with Dragon Chow, giving you a few more draws, even giving you 2 draws if you play with Wounded White Flame. So this version has been taking over a little bit. It has just an extra layer of consistency. You have the clutch, so now you can burst out Overwhelm onto your units instead of needing to use a card like Zenith Blade, and this can hit multiple units at the same time, and that can be very, very powerful. Shyvana, of course, her champion spell is Confront, which is actually a pretty good card in this deck. Before, in the earlier days, this deck was actually just main decking this card and putting it in their deck. But now with 2 Shyvanas in hand, or 1 on board and 1 in hand, we can actually play the second one as a Confront, which could proc Faded, or serve as a challenger, things like that, has its uses. So the reason why Shyvana Pantheon is so prevalent right now is because it does really well into Poros, but I think beyond that, it's just a really solid mid-range deck overall. The ability to run challenger units, Bright Steel Protectors just to deny attacks, having some of the cheaper, better removal in the game with cards like Single Combat, Sharp Sight, and a little bit beefier stuff like Concerted Strike just gives it a lot of flexibility. Even into Kennen Ahri, if you draw like 3 single combats, which, is a little bit of a stretch sometimes, you can actually have a chance of beating them, even though it's one of your worst matchups. Sharp Side for plenty of elusives, Hush as well to kind of serve that similar spot. We have silences with like Blinded Mystic, things like that. But the main goal of the deck is just to play a very solid mid-range game with your dragons. I think in this version of Pantheon, unless you can, it definitely doesn't focus nearly as much as trying to proc Pantheon himself. We have a little bit fewer buffs, no Chain Vest up top, only 1 Pale Cascade, and things like that. And, Clutch instead of Zenith Blade is 1 less Faded proc. So this deck does struggle a little bit hard to level Pantheon, but where it excels is it gets that extra flexibility of having a stronger mid-range plan with Shyvana and her Dragon package. So if you guys haven't tried this deck out, I would definitely give it a try. It's very solid right now, and it feels very cool. Definitely like another, solid mid-range deck in the meta that, we could do a little bit more with. So just pray you don't bump into too much Kennen Ahri, and I think you'll have a pretty good time with this deck. So thank you guys for watching, catch the games, and I'll see you guys later. Peace out, guys. So determined. What's up, buddy? This is a relatively horrendous matchup. Just relatively. We want units, we want interaction. Hush single, Wounded White Flame. Looks good so far. If we can just like play Pantheon 4 and start scaling him, I think that's a pretty good threat. Shyvana's also pretty good. Let's see what he's up to. Droplet. Shark Fight, nice. We have all the tools, sort of. It's no Ahri, or at least no sign of Ahri. Okay. Yep, very slow start from him, relatively speaking, I guess. Next turn we get to play Shyvana, and then work towards leveling this up. Alright. No Kennen. I'm not gonna pre-commit anything into like a spell. Like a recall, I don't want a single. I could like tail or something there, I guess. That would've been okay, but this looks okay. Can we take 7? 7's a little bit tough. You can try though. I haven't played anything. We could like Pantheon Pale this turn, I guess. We need to start representing more threats on board. We need to work towards leveling this stupid Pantheon. No Kennen still. We have all the interaction in the world, but he might not even need to let me use it. If I can level this before combat, that'd be pretty good. I still have ways to spend everything, so that's like no issue at all. Okay, let's go for an attack, I guess. Threatening lethal has to do something. We'll do something here. And then we have mana too. So say we sharp sight, then we can like double single still. It's not great. Nine off. Can't really deal 9, unfortunately. Oh, that was a sharp sight. Ooh. Sharp sights are much better blocking, huh? That might have been a mistake. Homecoming? Okay. I'll do it this way so that he can't... Oh, why is he homecoming this one? Interesting. I'll do it this way so that he can't twin it. This is like a really good single for us. Unless he's like double Notify, we can double single back. And if it's not Notify, we're in a good spot. Wow, really? That's kind of weird. It's a little bit strange. His hand must be like pretty brick then, because that's really good for us. Oh, we should have singled this one at the very end. We missed out on 2 damage. A little bit distracted by the fact that I was singling Shyvana. My bad, missed out on 2. Could matter. We'll see. But we just have everything this turn. We have 9 mana. We can't do everything. We're 1 off for that. Okay. It's not lethal. I'm pretty chillin'. Not flipping Pantheon anytime soon though. Alright, that is lethal. So if he goes for like a twin, we have the concerted. We just sharp sight. Probably just try to spread out buff because now we have clutch. And this can go like here, I guess. It's better to just stop a recall. Yep. Now we get the Faded Fury proc here. And the next turn we have Clutch for big lethal points. We even get like the Strafing Strike here. Sick. Yeah, he just had homecomings and like no notifies. If he had notify at all this game, it becomes like a lot harder. No Ahri, but we had like all the interaction we needed there, so we got kind of lucky there, honestly. Alright, rematch. This card isn't even that good in this matchup, funnily enough. Clutch is probably too expensive. The only question is, do we keep this? And in this matchup, like, Hushing a Droplet does nothing. Hushing Mourn does something, I guess. But when their units are wide and, like, we need, like, tricks in combat, doesn't really shine that much. Alright, Goat is really good on 2. Sure, that's good. If he passes here, what do? I guess that question's answered. So did I trade for Kennen? It's okay. I'm sure this gets more value later. Potentially I can sharp side it later as well. Here's not to even mark it. Okay. Because like if he develops, we just gotta play Wounded White Flame and then we can block Kennen as well. Alright, maybe we just like sharp side this turn. We could just play this onto here. I don't want to sharp sight anything this turn though. So worst case scenario, he plays out 2 more Mourns. I feel pretty bad about myself, but I also do tap myself out of responses this turn. I could chump here. It's not great. I'll probably just like Bright Steel into this attack. Hush is good draw. Probably trade for Kennen here. I'm not a huge fan of the fact that I'd have to like pale into this if I wanted to kill it. But if he doesn't want to do it, then I'm perfectly happy. Okay. I'll take it from here. No single combat's a little bit worrisome. Having to chump this, also kind of annoying. We'll do this to activate Pale if we need to. We'd have to chump this. This turn you can't take 7. What do we do? I just like Pale this and then try to fight for it. Well, that doesn't work. It goes to 7. Yeah, it's just kind of awkward. Because we don't have a strike spell, it's using our like spells here is actually kind of risky. We're not doing anything though if we don't. It's kind of a tough spot. Because like he had a Homecoming and we just get like blown out. But like he'd have to have Homecoming Notify and we could have like, I guess we could have stuff, right? So like he can't Homecoming when I have Concerted up. Then you can't deny it. You can like recall this. That's okay, I guess. Okay. Not the greatest outcome for sure. Screeching's alright, but again, we need to find our strike spells, because otherwise we're still not doing anything. We can Blinded Mystic this. Relieves ourselves a lot of pressure, but again, not doing anything. All bark, no bite. We can actually chump block now. Okay, we can Blinded Mystic. We could rally. Probably not the rally case though. She called me betrayer. She scorned me. Okay. It's kind of annoying. Let's say he flips Ahri. Hypothetically. Extra hands never hurt. That's not Ahri. I'm free to rally here. I should rally here. If I rally, he wins with Twin. Okay, let's not rally here. Okay, now let's rally. It's unfortunate we can't clutch this turn, because if we could clutch, maybe we shouldn't have rallied now. I got a little bit overexcited about clearing his board. Because if we could rally with the clutch, that'd just be a lot better, I guess. Drop. I don't know if I want to let his Kennen level. But then, like, his elusives only have 1 Hush. If he takes too much damage here, we can get him with like the clutch, I guess. Looks like he's being very smart about it. Still have the option to draw something. We have one hush right now. That's not gonna be enough, but it is something.
Fire and fury burn in me.
Yeah, it's not quite enough.
They are nothing.
Oh, this isn't even lethal. Oops. My bad.
Witness my true power.
I wasn't percent lethal, and I just let him get away with it. Oops.
Don't let the fluffy tail.
It's not really good on my part, is it?
I live for those who do not.
Currently showing 3 dead. I'm not really a fan of that part. I could have also drew Shyvana and confronted. Yeah, there are definitely better options. Strike spell. Okay.
Break the silence. My path is set.
Oh, we leveled Kennen. Ah. Ooh. Forgot about that part, huh? Strike spell. Yeah, so we misplayed on the turn we rallied, I think. But like, getting rallied through that point was going to be tough. We should wait for the clutch and then the rally. It's that inexperience on the deck. Alright. This version of the deck is a little bit more tacked against aggro, because it runs more 1-drops, has like the Bright Steel. Nice. We don't need single, because we're going to play Bright Steel on 2 and challenge. But we find single anyway. Oh, it's good insurance. The rest, not so much. Hopefully he doesn't even attack here, that'd be solid. I would love it if he doesn't attack here. Oh, he's smart enough. Good draw. Can chump block. I can even pale it to kill like a 2-1 and then draw Dragon off the top and actually use it. Seems pretty solid. Make your aim. So he's getting his Gangplank progress, but he's not playing for tempo. And if I have Concerted Strike, his Gangplank should realistically never get through. With some caveats. Ideally, it's not a 3-2. It's a 2-1. It's a 2-1. Pantheon next turn. Ah, it's a 3-2. We can still pale block, but now it feels much worse. We'll just use Pantheon's barrier next turn to single combat. Huh. Good draw. Still have 2 blockers at the very least. I can single now, and then that makes his attack less effective. I don't want to kill this because of Gangplank triggers. And then next turn, if he develops, we have Pantheon, plus 2 mana up. And then we can like pale this or something. Mountain Goat. So the issue with playing this is if he has MF, which I don't know if he has. This lets us play 2 spells. It's like very minute difference. So no MF. He's wider than us, which is unfortunate. Potentially I was supposed to save the single combat, but this seems okay as well. Like, we have 2 heal here, we're doing pretty okay. This last card is potentially Fervor, choosing not to use it there. Oh, I didn't proc Pantheon this turn. Shyvana. Okay.
I serve my people with pride. They are nothing.
I can just sack Pantheon here for the sake of damage. Oh, interesting. Well, if that's the case, I'm gonna buff up Pantheon. He wants to Fervor my Pantheon. Not that he can anymore, but it seems fine. Guiding Touch means we don't lose to double Decimate. Gangplank here into Decimate, he can't play both. It's fine. And no Decimates. Gangplank gets blown up. We have Guiding Touch. The shiny moat, solid.
Victory for Draven.
Rumble Scion, or not Rumble Scion, but Rumble Draven. Generally, like, these burn slash aggressive decks generally do pretty well into the Pantheon decks. But having a 1-drop is gonna really help slow things down. And deal 2 damage. Nice. We can bank 2 into Wounded White Flame. He's not attacking on odds, but he is attacking on evens. So he's attacking on Rumble turns, which stinks a bit. But we can play Pantheon on turn he plays Rumble. Wow, that's really good, huh? That's so good. What? Wow. But he does have Flame Chompers, huh? So Flame Chompers does put a dent in that sort of plan, unfortunately.
The party has arrived. Hey, buddy.
Really? Okay. The issue now is he just rumbles out the Flame Chompers.
Let's turn up the heat. Just needs a few adjustments.
I can still Sharp Sight into it. Oh, he didn't discard the axe. Smart man. So I'll take 5 here, I guess. Question is, do I want Shyvana or Pantheon? They both sort of do the same thing, where like they get dragged by chompers. So I'd rather just play Shyvana and get the level up progress.
To get out. Come face me.
Deal 5 to my face. Not ideal. These don't trade very well though, huh? Zero. Cause like if I play this and he plays one of these, that's a lot of damage. I'm trying to put him into a position where he's forced to develop into his next turn, and then we have Pantheon when he doesn't have Flame Chompers. Is sort of the plan. Do we get there? We'll see.
For my fury.
Really? Ah.
Come on, hold it together.
Oh wow, cause that flips his rumble. Cute. Really good too. Why does it have 2 health? Oh, I get it. Oh, I mean that's really annoying. So we could like clutch and push some damage. I think I'd rather just pale. I need some card draw. Find a way to deal with Rumble here. Guiding Touch is at least a good card. Hopefully he's still in a position where he needs to develop, though. That's like the main ticket out of here.
Now I take to the sky.
The next Shyvana we play at least gives us Strafing Strikes.
Good. You go.
Survival Skill is the interesting attack choice. Spell Shield, quite obnoxious. Hopefully he develops. He has very little burn. If he has like a Might, that does push a lot of damage. Nice. So he develops and we can play Pantheon here. We have Sharp Sight for like a so we have Pantheon to stop Rumble. We have Sharp Sight for a elusive. Shit. Well, that's a card. Good thing we had second Pantheon, huh? Woo! That was kind of dangerous.
Pain drivetrain.
Engaged.
I'll take the bluff. You got Mystic, buddy. Oh, lucky.
Physical discomfort systems online.
Am I killing him next turn yet with Clutch? Kind of close, but I don't think so quite yet. Maybe it is. So close. I am showing lethal on the swing, which is really good. So there's Xaxes, then we have Sharp Sight Clutch. You don't get use Strafing Strike, but we do need to kill this. Oh, we're very off. What a high roll. There's no profitable whirling. You can like trade down all my board, but Axe, Ignition, 6. Oh, he's just killing my Shyvana. Interesting. Okay, so as long as I'm not dead next turn, I just have this clapping down on him, and that should be very close to lethal. Kind of interesting choice. Chose not to use Ignition for another bot. Another Pantheon. Whew.
We were never fated to bow.
So lucky with the Pantheons. So good when he decides to develop. Okay. Yep, he's digging. Good news for us. Can't discard that. Oh, he can. Well, that's no bueno. That was so good. Wow, what a series of draws, huh? Lets him deal 8 to my face. Really? Huh. Sick. We could heal this. Yeah, that's pretty good.
Protocol ouch. Initiated.
And we flip Pantheon. Pretty good.
I stand this day, a man against all gods.
Scout Lifesteal Challenger, let's go. We got all the goodies. Yeah, once Pantheon flips in that kind of position, you're just reeling it in. I gotta say, Pantheon feels pretty solid right now. Nick makes plays on Poppy Scout. He's been doing pretty well with this list. So let's see if we can put a little dent to his streak. He's attacking on odds, a little bit scary. These cards are probably a little bit too slow, the 4 and the 5. Okay. Really good, really good, really good. Chump block again, and then chump block. Perfect. It's a good draw. There's no way he runs Make It Rain. Yeah, I didn't think so. Just gonna open attack and kill my Chow. I think more likely is plays like MF. And then gets 2 free blocks. Oh, I see. I think it's fine. He gets a free trade here. The rest of his attack kind of stinks, though. It's probably still not good for us, just because we're behind on board, and these 2 challengers are definitely going to be really annoying. Blinded Mystic, really good draw, though. We'll keep a single combat just in case here. I don't suspect we'll need it, but if he plays like a Grizzled Ranger or something like that, this Mystic can come in clutch. Save this for like MF. Brightsteel next turn. Probably forced to play this. Okay, so it's just MF. We could just single combat now. He has Sharp Sight. We cry. Yep, let's not do that. Let's not do the play where we cry. But like, he has no way of dealing with this. Next turn we just slap a Brightsteel onto it. I guess Brightsteel onto this is kind of bad because of MF. We just go for like a single combat on the MF. Seems good to me. We don't have a way of like dealing with Riposte. I don't know if he runs Riposte. Does he have double Sharp Sight? Ooh, we would lose double Sharp Sight, huh? Okay, we can Guiding Touch our own unit. Thank God it wasn't double Sharp Sight. Yeah, I didn't really think through the ramifications of that one too much, but this looks to be a pretty profitable position. Freaking Scouts, man. Should have lost that game though. I just wasn't thinking straight. I think the single combat there was so correct, but if I was counting my mana a little bit better. If you had double Sharp Sight, just lose the game, huh? I guess it was a calculated risk. We'll call it that. Calculated risk. Ooh, it's interesting. Panth versus Sivir. I have no idea what's better here. I assume it's us because we scale better. This is always good on his attack sort of turns. Blinded Mystic should probably be pretty good. But we have Panth on 4. Maybe we'll just like mull for a little bit earlier. Or like some buff cards, because combat tricks are going to be quite good. That's a good draw. Also a good draw. Unfortunately, this has a trade here. His hand looks really good though. Hush, not bad. Akshan. Best case scenario is if he like decides to Merciless Hunter the Goat, because then we can just slap a Brightsteel onto it. It'd still be kind of risky for him to just go for it though. Do we decide to pass? He's gonna play another unit, right? Like, I suspect he's just setting up for like a Waking Sands, or he's gonna play like Brightsteel Protector. If he doesn't, I'll just go for something like this then. I can just play Wounded White Flame, sort of like a middle ground. I still don't really have much I'm doing here though. Maybe I was supposed to gem there. It's definitely supposed to gem there. I can just gem attack. If he like tries to do something cute, we could like hush. And you have to play 2 spells to be cute here. It's kind of hard for him to be cute. Okay. Do we have to temp out a Bright Steel? That's gonna feel pretty bad.
Find a gift for Renekton, right, Arda?
I'm gonna try my best to not do that. So he probably tries to play Waking Sands. We can Bright Steel. And then what? We can Bright Steel our Bright Steel. Keep the chain going.
I've got your back.
Like, Bright Steel is just too important here to, like, try to throw it away on, like, tempo play. Like, we'll fall a little bit behind on tempo for a bit, but we'll try to swing back with, like, a leveled Pantheon.
You're covered.
Okay.
I've got your back.
I think it's worked out. Somewhat. His attacks are slightly awkward. We have played 2 of our Bright Steels. Oh, wow. Interesting. Interesting. Aegis. We don't have good buffs. We could trade down our board, but it's not very impactful. We don't have any strike spells. I think that's the most worrying thing here so far.
My steel is yours.
I don't really want to trade down here. Are we ahead? It's a really interesting question that I don't really know the answer to. This block is good for us. Nice. So we get a Fury proc. We have a reason to, like, Guiding Touch it, just to level up Pantheon faster. We do need to... Okay. I was saying we do need to be cycling a little bit more. And we do need to be working towards this level up. The question is, are we supposed to target this or target our face? Still a bit of a tough one. I think I'll start on this one, though. I'll just, like, Guiding Touch here. Because, like, this has vulnerable. I should probably do my best to spread things out. Okay. That's kind of annoying for next turn. But we can slap Pantheon down and feel okay about ourselves. He can't... Oh, he can play this in Rally. Oh, that's pretty bad. I mean, he has, like, no pool here unless he wants to not be able to rally, I guess. Like, we can just, like, Guiding Touch this, chump block the rest. This barrier's really solid. Fate is only +1/+1, right? So it's only going to 5. Smart. Clutch.
Remember this.
I'll stop you.
So let's say he rallies. We can just straight up rally back. It's kind of funny. We have a wide enough board to deal with his board. I suspect he wants to rally, but I don't want to be in a position where I tap out a Hush on this Akshan when I need to. Like, he wants to rally here, that's like a given, but he's going to have to give up Akshan for it. Is this lethal? Oh, it is lethal. So now you can't rally anymore, I guess. And he can't save Akshan. I think this worked out in our favor. Like, this feels pretty solid. He could single combat my Pantheon, I guess, so that it dies. That's pretty bad. He could single combat this so that this trades. That's pretty bad as well. I wonder what's bigger threat for him. Okay. Decides to keep Akshan around. Sure. Lets me keep Pantheon though, which could be scary. Who knows, we'll see. Fortunately, not the best way of actually flipping Pantheon here. Shyvana. So I'm looking for a Scout Quick Attack Challenger, ideally. We still lose a Concerted, wow. We're just not in a good spot, huh? Oh, Spell Shield. Oh, the rest is mediocre though. Lifesteal's good. Nothing tradesford, I guess. But we can't proc it again.
The dragon's rage claws to get out.
We play Shyvana, so we have the potential to like confront. We need to proc this Faded. I guess Tough is pretty good. It's kind of annoying. Does it have Elusive? No. We're fine passing here, I guess. If he goes for a rally, we'll go in for this. That doesn't kill it though. Okay. Interesting. Are you saying you have like an... Oh, you're just popping Spell Shield. Oh, it has Spell Shield. Duh. I could just... Oh, I can't kill Akshan. Okay, I need to go for this then.
Strike at their throats.
Bleed, we must.
I guess like actually killing him doesn't really matter. I could attack with this so that he's forced to proc for this turn. Although I'm not sure how relevant that is. I have a feeling he has like a Concerted Strike, which is gonna hurt single. It doesn't do it. Why would he go for it? It's kind of strange. Did he miscalculate? That single looked really bizarre. If I knew he had single, I would have played a little bit differently, but... Because, like, why do you want to proc Horde now, as well? Besides, like, hit a bunch of card draw, I guess. Pretty lucky. Oh, as Regen, whoa, that's so good. Wow, that's insane. Oh, and a second Pantheon. Whew! Super hot fire!
Crack skulls, bag loot.
Yeah,
She gets it. Well,
ain't happening. So now we just rally. If he wants to like try to kill Pantheon, which he can't. Sick. Sweet. I totally forgot this had Regen. I guess maybe he didn't see it either. And that single seemed strange unless he had a buff, which he didn't. So definitely was kind of bizarre. Wasted a single there for probably no reason.